I used to think I was making pretty good choices buying whole wheat bread from the grocery store, even sourdough. I mean, whole grain, sourdough cultures. It all sounds great, right? And then one day I flipped the bread bag over. I just stood there reading the words I couldn't pronounce, wondering, what is this actually? Why are there so many ingredients in this bread? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I found, what those ingredients actually mean, why they are there, and what you can do about it, especially if you want to make a better choice. Before we dive in, if you've been curious about sourdough but honestly aren't sure if it's for you, I made a free sourdough roadmap. It debunks the 7 biggest myths that stop beginners before they even start, and it'll tell you exactly where you stand right now and what your next steps are. In the description, so go grab it and then come right back. So there I was, standing in the bread aisle, feeling pretty good about myself. I grabbed the bag that said whole wheat. Oh, they have sourdough too. All the buzzwords for healthy choices. And I think a lot of us shop that way, right? We read the front, ooh, that looks good. We trust a brand we've seen 1,000 times. We like the packaging and just throw it in the cart. But we don't actually pay attention to the label. The front is designed to make us feel good about what we're putting in our cart, but the back of the bag, that's where the actual information is. The question we have to ask, but what's actually in it? So when I flipped the bag over and I started reading the ingredients, the list just kept going and going. Calcium propionate, DATEM, in all caps, that can't be good. Potassium sorbate, soybean oil, natural flavors. I remember thinking, I know what flour is, I know what water is, I know what salt is, but what's the rest of this? And here's the honest question I had to sit with. If I saw these words on any other label, would I look them up before I consumed it? Yes, I would. So why I didn't even consider it when it came to bread, especially things labeled whole wheat or sourdough or healthy bread, I just assumed it was good. I especially started asking this question more when I started making my own sourdough bread that has only 4 ingredients: flour, water, salt, and sourdough culture. Why does store-bought bread need so many ingredients? So I did look it up, and the answer is actually really simple. It's shelf life. Real bread with just flour, water, salt, and a starter goes stale in about 3 to 5 days. That's not a flaw, that's what real food does. A loaf that has to travel from a factory, sit in a warehouse, get shipped to a store, sit on a store shelf, and then take another journey to sit on your counter for another week or 2, that loaf needs help. And those ingredients are the help. Preservatives, dough conditioners, emulsifiers, they're all doing a job. And that job is keeping the bread looking and feeling fresh long after it naturally would be. So now let me walk you through what some of these ingredients actually are. Let's look at this common whole wheat bread ingredient label together. This is what I used to always buy. And some of them are honestly fine. Whey, that's a dairy byproduct. Adds protein and minerals. Yeast is just yeast, nothing scary there. Sugarcane fiber can be a good source of dietary fiber depending on how it's processed, though in some cases it's used more as a filler. But then there are things like DATEM, a dough conditioner that strengthens gluten structure and gives the bread that soft, consistent texture. Do we really need it? And calcium propionate and sorbic acid, those are the mold inhibitors. The reason this loaf lasts weeks and months instead of days. Monoglycerides, an emulsifier that keeps everything blended and soft. None of these are on the label because they make the bread more nutritious. They are there because they make the bread more stable, shelf stable. From the factory to the truck to the store to the kitchen counter 2 weeks later. My bigger question then was, what is this doing to my body, to my gut? I'll link some research in the description so you can read it for yourself, because I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I'm a mom and a home baker, and I'm just saying, you can and should dive deeper to get a full picture. You deserve more than my word for it. So now here's where it gets a little interesting, because I honestly believe that sourdough and whole wheat were the smarter choices, and they might be a step in the right direction, but the label on the front of the bag doesn't tell the whole story. So whole wheat bread can still have a list of 20 ingredients. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're getting a 15 grain whole wheat bread. It's going to have a longer list just by default. The word whole wheat on the front just means the flour used was whole wheat. It says nothing about everything else that went into it. I actually tested this. I looked at 10 loaves labeled whole grain or sourdough from a local grocery stores. Only one didn't come loaded with fillers, conditioners, and emulsifiers. 1 out of 10. So the next time you're in the bread aisle being drawn in by the packaging and the words healthy bread, flip it over first. Now, let's talk specifically about sourdough bread labels, because too many people online have falsely claimed that sourdough isn't real sourdough if it has yeast listed as an ingredient. I actually heard someone say that today, and they weren't even a baker. Easy to say, but it's a little more complicated than that. I actually have a full video on starter versus yeast if you want my perspective in more detail. Go check it out. But here's what is worth knowing. In the US, there are no legal rules around what can be called sourdough. None. A loaf can say sourdough on the front, but be made tangier by adding vinegar, grain vinegar, or citric acid. And commercial yeast was used to get that quick rise with no long fermentation at all. There's actually a term for this in the bread world, sour-faux, and it's more common than most people realize. And what makes sourdough sourdough is the fermentation time. Natural good bacteria in wild yeast, which is actually the same strain of yeast found in commercial yeast, being present in a sourdough culture. Yeast is not a bad ingredient when used to support the sourdough fermentation process. It's fine. The problem is when yeast and vinegar are used together to create a false sour flavor with no real fermentation. That's when it becomes fake sourdough. Some professional bakers actually do use a small amount of commercial yeast alongside their sourdough starter. And depending on their process and fermentation time, that can still be legitimately fermented bread. The issue isn't the yeast, it's whether the fermentation actually happened. So when you flip that bag over, you're not looking for yeast as the villain, you're looking at the full picture. Is there a sourdough starter or levain listed? And if the only thing giving it that tang is vinegar with no real starter in sight, you can conclude it is not a real sourdough loaf. So here's what I actually look for on a label. The fewest ingredients possible: wheat, flour, water, sourdough culture, salt. Even better if they're organic and made with ancient grains. And here are the terms you'll see on a label that means that a real sourdough starter was used. Sourdough starter, sourdough culture, levain. This is a French term for starter. Leaven, wild yeast culture, cultured wheat flour, fermented rye flour, or naturally fermented flour. If you've been following me, you know I'm an advocate for making your own bread. I teach people how to make sourdough the simple way, but even for me, that's not always possible. Maybe you're not ready to make your own bread yet, but you want to start making better choices and still avoiding sour-faux. Here's what I actually would recommend. Start at the farmer's market or a local micro bakery. You can look the baker in the eye and ask what's in it and how it was made. That's the closest you'll get to homemade without making it yourself. And second, if you're at the grocery store, skip the bread aisle and head to the bakery department. Some stores carry real sourdough made in-house with simple ingredients, but still read the label. Talk to the baker. The bread aisle has very limited options. And wherever you're shopping, just read the back. The front is marketing and the back is information. You are ready. Make your own bread, sourdough or not. But let's be honest with you, once you make your first loaf, buying bread feels different. You've crossed into a line you can't uncross because it's just so much better. Here's what I realized standing in my kitchen that day. I didn't need to know everything to make a better choice. I just needed to decide I didn't want to eat shelf stabilizers anymore. That was enough. And once I made that decision, making my own bread a priority was a no-brainer. The way I teach inside the Bread and Butter Way is built around exactly this. Simple ingredients, slow fermentation, real food, real people. What makes it different from Googling a recipe is that it's one method, built in order with live support, so you're never stuck alone wondering what went wrong. My students tell me for the first time in years, they know exactly what their family is eating. Feel relieved. There's no label reading, no guessing, just real ingredients and a method that fits your busy life. In the next video, I'm going to show you what changes inside your body when bread is actually fermented, because my students keep telling me also that their digestion has changed, their energy changed, even their kids are eating bread again. That's the video you don't want to miss. If today's video has you thinking, I want to make my own bread, but I don't know where to start, the free sourdough roadmap in the description was made for exactly you. It'll show you the 5-step path from curious to confident, bust the myths that are probably already in your head, and tell you your exact starting point. That's where I'd begin. So I'll see you in the next video.